Hey, darling, could you take a look at this coat for me? I think it's kind of snug around the back. Back of the shoulders.
Sure can, Billy Joe.
Thank you. Oops.
Excuse me, Miss. Billy Joe Ryan, is he around?
Well, he just this minute went to his dressing room, but he'll be out in a minute.
Good. Could I stick around here and wait for him?
I don't see why not.
Terrific, thank you.
He got the key.
Well, that's what I went after. Didn't think I'd come back empty-handed, did you?
What did you tell the superintendent?
The truth. I told him that we were going to have a surprise housewarming party for Lurleen.
Do you mean he just gave you that? You could have been a burglar or something.
Does this look like the face of a burglar?
No, I guess not. I'm so excited. Lurleen's going to be surprised with this housewarming party.
Oh, well, planning it has been a lot of
Oh,
fun.
it sure has. I cannot wait to see the expression on her face. Put that down!
Why?
Ricky, just put it down. Lurleen, why don't you tell me what's going on here?
Well, I told Ricky that we were getting ready to move this trunk over to the apartment, and he insisted on giving us a hand.
Well, that's real nice of you, Ricky, but we don't need your help.
Ruby, this thing weighs a
Don't
ton.
touch it!
What is wrong with you? You're acting real strange.
Nothing's wrong with me. We got a nice new apartment and I don't want this ugly old thing dirtying it up, that's all. Besides, haven't you ever heard about a lady changing her mind?
Well, that's fine with me. What are you going to do, leave it here?
Why shouldn't I?
No reason. I guess it depends on what you have in this thing.
Yes.
Mr. H.
That you, Adams?
Yes, sir.
Any news?
I just paid a visit to a Rehnquist hotel room.
And?
I get the feeling he's as much in the dark as we are.
You don't think Baker's contacted him?
If he has, it hasn't been at the hotel. According to the clerk, Rehnquist hasn't had any male visitors.
What do you think?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say that Rehnquist was doing his damnedest to find Baker, too.
Well, you keep your eye on him, Adams. He might be pulling a fast one.
You've got to get to Baker first. Hey, have I ever let you down?
No. But don't let this be the first time, Adams. Or it'll be the last time.
I understand, sir. I'll find it.
Well, make it soon. I'm running out of patience.
What about Ruby? Baker's wife.
You've got other things to worry about.
Yeah, but you said that,
Did you hear what I said? I want you to find the fire compass. I've already taken care of Miss Ruby Wright.
The first part of Texas is brought to you by Spick and Span. Spick and Span. It helps your floor show its true colors.
I'm sorry I kept you two waiting so long.
I want you to know I got all my chores done real early today.
You make me sound like Simon Legree.
I just don't want you to think I was sloughing off.
I'd never think that, Vivian.
Well, with what happened with Mrs. Decker and everything, I didn't think you were any too pleased with me.
What's this about Reena?
Oh, that's right. You don't know about that, do you?
No. So tell me.
Well, she and Vivian decided to pull a fast one on me. I beat them at their own game.
What are you talking about?
I just didn't think I could do the job that Mrs. Decker could. The job of what?
Well, Vivian was helping me redecorate.
See, I got to thinking about this, and I just figured I just couldn't do as good a job decorating, so I asked Mrs. Decker to help me. And then I didn't want to tell your dad because I thought he'd get mad at me.
You make me sound like an ogre again.
Oh, you're not an ogre, Mr. Wheeler.
Well, you see, neither one of them counted on the fact that I might find out about it. So when Reena came over, I told her that I loathed the decorating.
Dad, that's awful.
Yes, I know.
Was Reena upset?
Well, sure.
It's not like you to be mean.
I was just having a little fun, Brett.
Well, you certainly have changed. I would think you'd become a practical joker in your advancing years. You know, there's hope for you yet.
Thank you. Now, did I miss something in that conversation out there, or did you two tell me what you're up to?
No, we never said.
Well?
We're going to help set up this party it's a surprise housewarming for Lurleen Harper and Ruby Wright.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it should be.
So you want to go over there now, Miss Wheeler?
Oh, Vivian, I have to talk to my father alone for a minute, so I'll meet you there. Okay?
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Vivian, have John drive you over there, but he can't stay because I will need the car within the hour.
Why would he stay? He doesn't know Lurleen or Ruby. Okay, I'll be there in a few minutes.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay.
All right. Now, what is this all about?
Dad, I have to talk to you.
Well, sure, about what?
Mom.
Your bet is childish, Justin. Childish and unprofessional.
It's our bet, Reena. I don't think it's childish at all. It has a certain frontier spirit to it. An old wildcatter like your daddy would understand.
Oh, come on, Justin. The frontier is over. This is 1982, and Houston is no frontier town.
All that civilization didn't stop you from making that bet that night, did it?
Only because you made me angry. You're very good at that, you know.
Yes, I know. I wonder why.
And I have no intention of honoring a bet that I was goaded into.
You should have more control. Are you afraid of the outcome?
Of course not. Marshall Oil is doomed, Justin. You're going to overreach yourself, and the whole thing is going to come crumbling down.
That's not what I meant. I wonder if you aren't secretly hoping that you'll lose our little wager.
I told you I'm calling the wager off.
No, you're not. Bet is a bet, unless you're not a woman of your word.
You really do have a schoolyard mentality, don't you? Well, this isn't a game, Justin.
Of course it is. I can't believe you're so upset. If you're the businesswoman that you claim to be, or you're going to run me into the ground. Inside of 4 months, I'll just pack up and leave Texas. If, well, maybe you're worried there'll be a different outcome. I can't help telling you, I did make a reservation at that little hotel in Dallas for our evening together.
Cancel it. It's not going to happen.
If you want to capitulate, we can take care of everything right here and now.
You're crazy. The bet's back on, Justin. And I'm going to win.
Hey, you ready?
In a while, darling. In a while.
Well, what you waiting on, Justin? To see if Miss Reena decides to drop back in?
You know that's not true, darling.
Do I?
Hey, how about going to dinner tonight?
You mean you're even going to try to bribe me now?
Since when do I need to bribe my own wife? I want to take you out to dinner because I love you.
Oh, Justin, I know I've been mad all day.
That's all right, darling. You're entitled to your own moods.
Reena just makes my blood boil.
Yeah, well, I have to admit, sometimes she has the same effect on me.
Let's just forget her.
Yeah.
Where are you taking me to dinner?
Oh, let's go to the country club. It's nice. It's relaxing there. How about that?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, why don't you go on back to the hotel and put on something really nice and sexy, and I'll pick you up at the Spindle Top at about 7.
Well, why can't we go now? Unless you just think that I'm not sexy enough.
I always think you're sexy, you know.
Then let's go.
Well, I really have a business meeting.
With who?
I really don't think you'd want to know.
Why not?
Well, I think you'd be jealous.
Who do you have a meeting with?
Well, I have a meeting with your cousin.
Oh, Justin. Where are you and Gregory going?
Well, I promised him I'd take him over to KBIK, see some old tapes of my racing cars. If that's all right with you?
Now, what do you think?
Well, you told me you wanted me to spend more time with Gregory, and that's what I'm doing.
I love you. I love you. You are a wonderful man.
Of course I am.
Not modest, but wonderful.
It's a huge responsibility. I have to be wonderful.
Now, why's that?
How else could I have gotten such a wonderful woman to be my wife?
Hey there, Dave. Have a good evening and say hello to that pretty little wife of yours, all right?
Mr. Wright,
That's right.
if you got a minute, I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, sure I do. What do you want to talk about?
Bo Baker?
Why do you want to talk about your mother?
I was wondering what the status of your divorce is.
Well, it's not final, if that's what you're asking.
Why not?
I don't know. I just never felt the need to hurry up the process.
It's still hard for you to talk about this, isn't it?
Well, sure. I loved your mother very much.
I loved Mom, too. I always will.
Good. It's good for a mother and daughter to be close.
Dad, I know how much she hurt you. When you found out that she was having an affair, it was like a part of you died.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
I felt so badly that I couldn't help you.
Well, you did, by just being there.
I didn't feel like I was helping. I just wanted to hold you tight, but you seemed so fragile. I thought you'd break.
Well, I'm sorry you felt that way. I can't think of a single thing that would have made me feel better than a real tight hug from you.
Well, we found something out today.
What was that?
That we shouldn't hold back our feelings from each other.
What are you driving at, Brett?
I think you should do something to speed up the divorce.
Does it have anything to do with Reena Decker?
You bet it does. Now, you've got to know by now that I've been doing everything I can to get you two together.
I certainly do. But there are certain things that a man must do by himself.
Exactly. That's my point. Now, what are you going to do when you and Reena do get together? You're still a married man.
Well, I don't know. I might call Judith's attorneys up in Boston, find out exactly where I stand.
You do that.
I'll think about it.
What's to think about? You just pick up the phone and call.
I'll do it myself.
Knew you'd see it my way.
Well, I do every once in a while, don't I?
Eventually. Well, I got to get to that party. Glad we had this little talk. It's going to bring you one step closer to Reena.
You know, this really is a nice apartment, isn't it, Kate?
Well, it it doesn't look like the kind of thing that Lurleen would choose on her own.
Well, maybe not, but you should be happy that she has a nice place like this to live in.
Maybe that's Brett and Vivian.
I get it. Oh, goodness. Vivian! Hi, Miss Tyler. Hi, Miss Marshall.
Oh, hi, Vivian.
It was so sweet of you, Vivian, to come over and offer to help us. Oh, wasn't anything. It was no trouble.
Oh, didn't Brett come with you?
Oh, no. She wanted to stay behind and talk to Mr. Wheeler a little while. She'll be coming right along in a few minutes. What is that? Well, according to John, this is supposed to bring good luck. Who's John? He's Mr. Wheeler's chauffeur. He's very smart. He knows about everything. Looks like a bug to me. That's what I told him. But he says, I thought it was a cockroach, but it isn't cockroaches. I didn't see how that was going to bring luck, but it's crickets.
What's this, Vivian?
Ah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Did you do it?
Oh, heck no. This is called calligraphy. It's one of John's hobbies. See, this part, domicile, is just a fancy name for house. Well, John sounds like a very impressive young man. Oh, he is. He knows about everything. My, this is an awful fancy place. This Ruby person must have a lot of money. I don't think so, Vivian.
No, it's Lurleen that has the money.
I didn't know Lurleen was rich. Just before her grandfather died, he sold his ranch for $500,000. And that money's Lurleen's. $500,000? That's a lot of posadas. Well, she's very nice to let this Ruby person stay here with her.
If you ask me, I think Lurleen's being far too generous with Ruby.
What kind of a person is this Ruby person?
She's the devil's own child.
Ruby is not Kate's favorite person. Well, if she runs with the devil, she wouldn't be mine either.
You know, it just galls me to think that we have to have this party for her, too.
Now, Kate, you can't very well tell Ruby that she's not welcome in her own home.
Oh, I guess not.
You want me to get that, Miss Connor?
That's Brett.
I'm good at answering doors. Okay. Thanks, Vivian. Yes?
I was just passing through, and I heard voices. I thought maybe Ruby and Lurleen were home.
Are you a friend of theirs?
Well, right now I'm just next door neighbor, but I sure hope we can be friends. What, are you a friend of theirs?
I'm a maid. I'm helping to set up this party.
Party?
Yeah, we're going to have a big surprise housewarming party for Lurleen and Ruby.
Oh, that's real nice. I love surprises, don't you?
I love them. If you want to be a friend of theirs, why don't you come on in and join the celebration?
You sure it'd be okay, then?
Oh, heck yes. The way I look at it, the more the merrier.
Yeah, hi.
Who's here?
Hi. I'm Gretchen Randall.
I thought Ricky was never going to leave.
You think he believed that the trunk was full of old clothes?
I don't know. You sure didn't help things any, Lurleen.
I'm sorry, Ruby. You gotta stop falling apart every time some little tiny thing goes wrong. I know, I just can't help it.
That's all right, honey. I get scared sometimes, too.
What are we gonna do, Ruby?
We're going to get rid of this trunk.
I thought we were gonna take it back to the apartment
Well, I
first.
changed my mind.
Well, shouldn't we wait till it gets dark?
No. That's where we made our mistake before. See, people get suspicious when you do things in the dark. They expect you to be doing something wrong. Nobody's going to expect us to dump a body in broad daylight.
I don't expect people to dump bodies anytime.
Lurleen, do you have any better ideas?
No. I just hate this, Ruby.
You think I like it? Come on. Let's just get this thing out of here.
Oh, I don't think I can, Ruby.
Oh, Lurleen, you have to. You saw what happened when Ricky was here. Do you want to repeat that situation again?
No.
Well, then come on, help me. Let's just get Bo out of here. Lurleen, don't do it. I don't need two bodies lying around. Come on, help me.
I'm trying, Ruby. I just don't think I can.
You've got to, honey, please. Lurleen, if you don't help me, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, wait. All right. Oh.
I thought you left hours ago.
Well, every time I get about ready to go out that door, something else comes up.
Huh. Where's Justin?
Oh, we went over to KVIK, took Gregory. He was going to show him some of the tapes when he was racing.
Ah. That have anything to do with his plans to have Ace High introduce a new line of gasoline additives?
Probably, but I really think that he just wanted to spend time with Gregory.
Mm-hmm. You see? I told you come around, didn't I?
Yeah, I guess you did.
Now, when are you going to start listening to me, Ashley? I always give you such great advice.
Well, I seem to remember when you didn't always give me such...
You want to talk about it?
No, maybe we better not.
Is Justin serious about getting back into this racing business?
Yeah. He's got plans to build a race car. He wants to drive it himself. Says it'll be good publicity for Ace High.
Can't you talk him out of it?
Well, now, why should I do that?
Cost.
TJ, if Justin has made up his mind to have that race car, cost ain't gonna change that.
Okay. Now, about your money.
What about it?
Well, I'd like you to think about diversifying. The money that you inherited is invested in good, sound companies. It's just that most of them are in minerals.
No, I'm happy with it.
Well, it's not a good idea to put all of your eggs in one basket. You should diversify. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you have is good that it's in minerals, but you can take some of it and put it in other types of companies.
No, I don't want to diversify, TJ.
Well, why not?
I just don't. And don't get involved in things that don't concern you.
You're the guy who's been bugging my wife about Bo Baker, huh?
I've dropped by your apartment a
I want to
couple
say
of
this
times.
just once to you, mister. Now, you listen good, okay? I don't want you dropping by again. You got that? You do it
Mr.
one more
Wright.
time, and I'm going to the
Mr.
police.
Wright, it was you that I came by to see.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have anything to do with you if you're a friend of Bo Baker's. And that goes for Ruby, my sister, too.
Mr. Wright, what's this about your sister?
She's had up to here with Bo Baker. And if he's got a brain in his head, he'll give my sister that divorce.
Billy Joe!
That's all I need right now.
There is my star, Ace High.
Ace High. Hey, little buddy.
And Ace High's got some pretty fancy plans for you.
Marshall?
No, Gregory. And you're the key to those plans, Billy Joe?
Marshall?
What is it, son?
Was Professor Ranquist in here?
Who?
He's gone. He went through the Space Center with me and Mrs. Connor that day.
Friend of yours, Billy Joe?
That guy? Heck, no, he's just some snoop asking a lot of questions.
Why didn't he say hello to me?
Well, maybe he just didn't see you.
He saw me. He looked right at me.
Well, maybe it's not the same guy that you saw at the Space Center.
No, that was him.
Well, it's not around here anymore. Billy Joe, we got some great news.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Ace High is putting out a whole new line of fuel additives. And I want you to promote them.
That's great, Justin. Come on. That's just great.
Is this the place you mean, Ruby? This is it. It's perfect. Nobody's gonna find him out here. Now what? I figure all we gotta do is get the body out and drag him a few yards into those bushes over there, and we'll be home free. Ruby? It's gonna be months before anybody finds his body out here. Ruby? If we're lucky, maybe they'll never find it. What's the matter, Lurleen? You're not gonna chicken out of me now, are you? Just a few more minutes, and we're gonna be home free. Just think, honey, tomorrow morning we'll wake up in that beautiful, gorgeous new apartment of ours, and all this is gonna seem like a bad dream. Well, I guess we better get started. No! Lurleen, what's the matter with you?
Mind if I ask what you two are up to?
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas. And now, the next part of Texas.
Hi. Here are the oil leases you wanted to see.
Well, that's very prompt.
I try.
I have an idea.
About what?
Let's go to dinner.
Oh, Grant, I'm sorry, I can't.
Why not? Are you mad at me?
Why should I be?
Well, Brett tells me I'm a mean man.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just a little embarrassed.
Well, then why can't you go to dinner?
Because I made other plans.
Another date?
Yes? I'm going to Lurleen Harper's housewarming party.
Oh, I know all about that. Brett's over there right now.
And I gotta go if I'm gonna get there before
Wait a minute. If this is an early party, why don't we have a late dinner?
You're certainly persistent, aren't you?
All wheeler dealers are.
It's one way of getting what you want.
Faint heart never won fair, lady. Do I have a date or don't I?
I'd love to have dinner with you, Grant Wheeler.
Good. How about the top of the world?
On one condition.
What?
We don't discuss business.
Oh. Well, that's going to be a little difficult.
Why?
Well, I've been doing an awful lot of thinking about you, Reena, and it seems to me that you may be in the wrong line of work, and I want to discuss that with you.
The wrong line of work? I love what I do. I love the oil business, Grant.
I know, but it seems to me that there might be something else that you're better suited for.
What are you talking about? I'm doing exactly what I want to do.
Have you ever thought of becoming a professional interior decorator?
Oh, you had me going there for a minute. I should be furious.
But you're not,
You
are you?
know.
You're dismissed.
Hey. Nice to see you putting in some long hours, TJ. That's the way I like to see my executives behaving.
Well, don't get too excited, Justin. I was just leaving. I thought you were over at KVIK with Gregory.
I was. I'm headed over to the Spindletop, take Ashley to dinner.
You got a minute?
Sure, why not?
Look, I'm kind of concerned about your introducing this new line of gasoline additives right now. I don't think it's a real good idea.
Don't worry about that. I know what I'm doing.
Well, why don't you just wait until Ace High is on a more solid footing before introducing it?
TJ, you're my attorney, not my banker.
Well, you hired me for my expertise.
You know what your problem is?
I wasn't aware I had one.
Well, everybody's got problems. Yours is that you just don't think big enough.
I'm trying to protect your interests.
I know, but you're caging me in here, and that's not my style, TJ.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't give you my honest opinion, now would I?
Tell you what. When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. You got that?
No, I haven't got that. What I've got is a vested interest in this company's success. So I'll always speak my mind.
Okay. But on this point, I overrule you.
I hear you.
TJ.
What?
I want you to be very careful with my sister. You got that?
Now you've gone too far, Justin. Like I said before, I'll play your game here in the office. But you stay out of my personal life. Now, I'm seeing Paige tonight. And there's nothing you or anybody else can do about it. Now, you got that?
Is something wrong, officer?
Well, that's about what I was to ask you.
Oh, nothing's wrong. Everything's just great, isn't it, Ruby? Sure is, honey.
Well, I thought maybe there was some problem. You don't see too many pretty ladies out in these parts.
Oh, officer, that's so nice of you to say. Well, actually, we're real glad you came along because my friend and I are lost. We can't find our way back to Houston.
You're going in the wrong direction. Houston's back there.
Is that a fact? Well, honey, did you hear that? We got ourselves totally turned around.
Yeah, we couldn't tell where we were from looking at the map.
Oh, well, if you give me the map, I'd be glad to show you exactly.
We don't have a map.
Thought you just said you were looking at one.
For one. What she meant to say is we're looking for a map.
That's right. We're looking for a map.
Oh, I thought maybe you were delivering that trunk somewhere.
But what trunk?
That old trunk you got in the back there.
Oh, that trunk.
That trunk is full of old clothes. See, a good friend of ours is giving all of her old clothes to charity out here, and so we volunteered to take the trunk to Houston for her.
Oh, that's right charitable of you.
Yeah, well, we do what we can.
There's a charity drop-off not too far from here. I'd be glad to show you where it is.
Oh, officer, that is really kind of you, but we don't want to put you to any trouble.
Oh, it wouldn't be no trouble. And there's not much happening around here anyways.
Well, actually, these clothes were promised to the United Holiness Church. That's the one we work for.
You two work for the United Holiness Church?
Yes, we do. I'm Sister Ruby, and this here's Sister Mary Lurleen.
Well, I sure wouldn't peg two such pretty ladies as church ladies.
That's so kind of you. Well, we'd love to stay and chat with you, but our brothers and sisters back in Houston must be getting real worried about us.
Tell you what, why don't you follow me until I get you back on the main highway?
Oh, that's so kind, officer. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, ladies.
A beautiful rich girl finds love with a stable boy.
I love you.
I'm going to be your wife if you'll have me.
But all their dreams could be destroyed by a powerful father.
He's not what I want for Diana, and I'm going to put a stop to it as soon as I can.
I hate to go against him, but I will. Because I'm hopelessly in love with you.
Weekdays on Another World.
Nice seeing you again, Gregory.
Yeah, nice seeing you too, Mr. Hannibal.
I'm flattered you remember me.
I'll forget faces and names.
That's a useful skill to have.
I thought you were still in France.
Oh, I get around. Looks like you do, too.
Yeah, I guess so.
How do you like Houston?
I like it a lot.
Well, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy your visit here. Maybe we'll see each other again sometime.
I don't think so. I don't come here very often.
Oh, I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, maybe.
You have a good time, Gregory.
And this food looks delicious.
Well, that's thanks to Vivian. She's a wonderful, wonderful cook. It's nothing fancy, just home cooking.
Yeah, but when you eat all your meals out, nothing sounds better than home cooking.
Don't you ever do any cooking for yourself?
Well, it's kind of tough shopping for just one person. They package everything for at least two.
I never thought of that.
It gets kind of depressing, eating all by yourself.
That's terrible.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to burden you with my problems.
Oh, you didn't burden me. Maybe once you get to know Lurleen and Ruby, you won't be alone so much.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? Having two real friends right next door.
Yeah. Do you want me to get that, Miss Connor?
That's okay, Vivian. I'll get it.
Reena!
Hi,
Nice to see her. Mr. Wheeler isn't mad at us anymore.
I know.
What is all this about Grant being mad at you?
Oh, long story, but happy ending. In fact, he's taking me out to dinner tonight.
Dad's taking you out to dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great.
I think so, too. Hi, Kate.
Hello, Reena.
Has my mama arrived yet?
No, she hasn't. Billy Joe and Ricky aren't here either.
Well, I hope they all hurry, or Lurleen and Ruby are going to be from home. Isn't this exciting? I'm sure that Ruby and Lurleen are just going to be thrilled to death.
Is that officer still following us? I think he's gone. Where are we gonna go now? I'm so tired I can't even think. Ruby, we can't go driving around like this all night with that trunk in the back. I know that. We have another problem. What's that? We're running out of gas. All right, give me a minute to think. Well, don't take any longer than that. We're practically running on fumes now. All right, I know what we're going to do. What? We're going to take Bo back to the apartment.
Outside talking to some friends. We got boys, so came in here.
Oh, well, he'll come wandering in after a while.
Want to play some pool?
Pool's not exactly my forte.
I could teach you.
You'd probably rather wait on Justin. He's a lot better pool player than I am, I'm sure.
Darn!
What's wrong?
Well, maybe I could have beaten you, but I can't beat Marshall.
Huh! I'll make you think that you can't beat me. Wait just a minute here. Give me that cue stick. Which one should I go for? Huh?
Anyone.
Any of them? You don't think I can do it, do you? Whoops. Not on mine the coat because this is very important. What are you laughing at? Come on. We'll go find Justin.
Great.
Yeah.
A friend of yours was here.
Oh, who?
Mr. Hannibal.
He was here?
Yeah, just a while ago.
Did he talk to you?
For a while.
What did he say?
He just wanted to know how I liked Houston.
What'd you tell him?
Told him the truth. Told him I just liked Houston just fine.
Did he say anything else to you?
No. What's wrong, Ashley?
Look, I don't want you to mention Mr. Hannibal's name to Justin. Do you understand?
Why not?
Just don't do it, okay? Okay?
Right.
Hi.
Hello there, Doc.
Oh, we thought we were going to have to send out a search party for you.
Well, just talk to some good old boys outside. It's always good for business, huh?
You promised that you were going to spend the evening with us.
Well, I am.
Hey, Marshall.
Not now, Gregory.
But Ashley said you'd play some pool with me.
I did.
You did.
Yes.
We will get back to this later.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll have to teach you a few things about this game. Let me see here. There we go. I'll take this
Hey, Billy Joe, where's Nita?
You know, I don't know. I called over at page 1 before, but there's no answer. I'm starting to get a little worried about her.
Oh, she's probably on her way.
I think I better call over there again. Excuse me.
You know, I've been thinking.
Oh, let me guess. Would it be about Miles Rehnquist?
I don't believe you.
Why? Are you going to deny that you were thinking about him?
I was thinking that we should all be hiding instead of standing around like idiots when they come in that door.
Is that what you were thinking, really? Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Hey, everybody, listen up. Brett here's got a real good idea. Don't you think we should be hiding?
Well, I thought of that, Ricky, except that we don't know when they're going to get home.
You know, I'm beginning to get worried about those girls.
Well, maybe somebody ought to call the coop.
I talked to Roy over there. He said they weren't there.
Oh, they're probably on their way.
There's still no answer. I just hope Nita gets here before Ruby and Lurleen.
Mrs. Marshall, I'm sorry I have to leave. I got a date with John. How'd you know? Just a lucky guess.
Oh, Sorry you have to go, Vivian.
Well,
I miss all the festivities,
I had-
particularly when you work so hard.
But I had a good time, so it doesn't matter anyway. Thank you very much, and tell Lurleen that I wish her a happy housewarming, okay?
I certainly will.
And really go after it tonight, okay?
Thanks for the help.
Okay. I hope you find some friends.
Oh, thank you.
Bye-bye, you guys. Bye-bye, Mr. Wright. See you on the TV.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, now I'm really beginning to get worried. Those girls should have been here a long time ago.
And that is the way to play that game.
Boy, I wish I could play as well as you do, Marshall.
Well, someday you will. Just give yourself a little time. I worked up an appetite. How about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, too.
Yeah, well, this place has the best steaks this side of the Mississippi.
They do?
Yep.
Do they have hamburgers?
Well, yeah, but once you taste one of these steaks, you won't ever want a hamburger again.
Justin, you know what? I don't really even want to eat here.
Why not?
I just don't. I don't know.
Gregory, would you mind if Ashley and I had a little talk?
Are you two gonna fight?
No, baby. No, we're not going to fight. Remember what I talked to you about? We're just going to have a little talk. All right?
Then why can't I stay?
Gregory, please.
Okay, go ahead and talk.
Okay. You still mad at me?
No.
Is this what this is all about?
No, I'm not mad at you. I just don't want to stay here, that's all.
Well, you know, you're ruining this boy's evening.
No, I'm not. He'll get over it.
I don't know why you're acting like this. Why are you being this way?
I'm sorry. Gregory? Baby, come on. Come on, we're leaving. We're going to go eat somewhere else. Excuse me.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
Lurleen, what's wrong now? I can't go another step. We're just a couple feet from the door, honey. Come on. Ruby, I don't think this is such a good idea bringing him here. What else are we going to do, Lurleen? Use your head. It's much better bringing him here than taking him to the coop. Well, where are we going to put him? We'll just stick him in a closet till we figure out what to do with him. In the closet? Well, what would you rather do, Lurleen? Put him on top of the TV and use him as an antenna? I don't want him in my closet. Fine. We'll put him in another closet. Your closet. Lurleen, why are you making such a big deal about this? It's just a temporary situation. You've been saying that for the past 2 weeks. Well, have you got any better ideas? No, I guess not. Let's just get him out of this hallway before somebody sees us. Okay, shh. I think I hear him coming. Everybody get in.
Hold on.
Lurleen, have you got your key? I think I left mine at the coop. Oh. Yeah, here it is. Okay.
This part of Texas was brought to you by Ivory. Natural soap. Simple, basic soap. To help your skin stay healthy looking. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
Ice-covered. Waves will be from 3 to 5 feet. On Lake St. Clair, winds west to southwest.
It's time for the continuing story of Another World.
Oh, Here we are, Mr. Connors.
Well, thank you, Ricardo.
And I'll be back in a few minutes to take your order myself.
Oh, I think I'll hold off on that for a while. I'm expecting my wife. I'm going to wait for her.
Very well, sir. Yes, may I help you?
Yeah, yes, I think I'll be joining Mr. Connor.
Hi.
Hi, yourself. Well, I'm almost ready.
I brought something special for us tonight.
Yes, and what could that be, sir?
Voila.
TJ!
This will help make our meal tonight memorable.
Oh, that's wonderful. But, couldn't we have just ordered wine with dinner?
Not this vintage. I doubt there are more than 3 bottles of this in the whole state of Texas.
Well, you have got something special there.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we really can't walk in with our own bottle to a restaurant, can we?
No.
So?
Well, I thought if it was all right with you, we'd have dinner here tonight instead.
I'd like that a lot.
Situation. That's what you've been saying for the past 2 weeks. Have you got any better ideas? No, I guess not. All right, fine. Let's just get him out of this hall before somebody sees us. Okay.
Shh, I think I hear them coming. Everybody in position.
I'll go here. Hold on. I'm almost through again.
Oh, easy. Okay. Surprise!
Oh, yes! What a surprise!
Come on, get this party on the road. Where's you? Give me a hand with this trunk here. Let's help him out here. Excuse me, Carl.
Lurleen, look out. We're going to move this for you first.
Hold on. Oh, like that? That's it. That's it. Right over here. Come on.
Well, come on, you two. You join the party. This is your party, you know. Sure we are. Surprise.
The first part of Texas is brought to you by the lively decaffeinated High Point decaffeinated coffee with flavor as full of life as you are.
I'd still like to know why you're so against having dinner at the Spindletop.
Justin, I don't know. I just didn't feel like eating there.
Just didn't feel like it, huh?
That's right. Oh, you know how it is sometimes. You just don't feel like being at a certain place just because.
No. I don't know how it feels.
Justin, can we please just drop it?
Yeah, we'll drop it.
Hey, Marshall, you know what?
What, Gregory?
Whenever I'm in the car with you driving, I make believe we're really zooming around in race cars.
You do you?
Yeah, and every time we make another trip, it's just like another race.
Well, do we always win?
You drive, of course.
That's the spirit. Of course, driving one of these is a lot different than driving one of those race cars.
Different?
Yeah. Well, for one thing, I wouldn't have these nice soft seats, and I'd be all strapped in with a roll bar over me.
What's a roll bar?
Well, that's to protect the driver if the car goes out of control and rolls over.
Do you go out of control much?
Well, no, not if you plan it right. The idea is not to do that. But when you're going 4 times what we're doing right now, 4 times the speed of that, well...
4 times? But we're going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, still haven't decided where we're going to have dinner yet.
Well, since we're headed back to town, how about top of the world?
Top of the world. Is that okay with you, Sport?
Sounds okay to me.
Top of the world it is.
Is Allison gonna have dinner with us?
No, baby. She said she had to work late. She'll meet us back at the hotel.
Hi, Allison.
Nice to see you again so soon. I seem to run into everybody here.
Yeah, this local gathering place. You meeting somebody?
No, I just came by to unwind before going home. Sort of a hectic day. It's a nice place to unwind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I join you?
No, I don't mind at all. Just waiting for Ginny.
Oh?
Yeah, she's at a party. I don't know when she's going to be showing up. I'll be glad to have the company.
Well, good.
I know how it feels, anyway.
What?
Having to unwind after a rough day.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you must need a lot more of unwinding than I do. With all the pressure that your job puts on you. My little job doesn't even compare to that.
No, pressure is pressure, no matter what the job is.
You're right. You know, I am really working hard to do my best for Rita Decker. I mean, I really don't want to let her down. I know she went out of her way to hire me, and...
Well, as long as you do your best, you're not going to be letting anyone down, right?
Yeah.
So, what would you like to drink, huh?
Glass of white wine?
Okay, glass of white wine.
It's good to be here, Ryan. Can I call you Ryan?
Come on, Allison, I've already told you can call me Ryan.
That's right. I don't like formality very much. Do you?
No, I don't either. Waiter!
So, you ready for a cocktail?
Mm-hmm, a glass of white wine for the young lady, please.
Okay, very good, sir.
Thank you. Now, Allison, you've been having a lot of fun since you've been here in Houston?
Yeah, I've had my share. Not as much as I'd like to, though. See, I don't know many people. Especially men.
Come on, you gotta be kidding. You know me.
As well as I'd like to.
Well, let's get acquainted. Hey, Ruby, I thought you weren't gonna bring this thing over here.
We had some stuff in it that we needed.
Ruby, what have you got in here anyway?
Oh, just, personal stuff.
Personal stuff, huh?
Ruby, Lurleen, wasn't it nice of all of our friends to give us this wonderful big surprise party? Wasn't it wonderful?
Yes,
Lurleen? Well, is everything all right, honey?
Oh, yeah.
You look a little upset. You're not mad at us for having a surprise party for you, are you?
Oh, no, I just have to catch my breath. I'm fine. I was just such a shock, finding all of you here at the apartment. I really wasn't expecting all this.
I'll bet you were shocked. But you see, we felt that since this was your first place away from home, we should have a party for you.
Oh, Miss Kate, all of you, you're so good to me.
Well, you deserve it. It was fun anyway, sneaking around and plotting, and Vivian did most of the food.
Oh, thank you,
It's because we love you.
Thank you.
I hope you don't mind my joining in, but I felt we'd just become friends the moment you two moved in.
Ruby, where do you want us to put this trunk?
You can put it in the bedroom. No! We have to unload part of it here in the living room anyway, right, Ruby? Oh, yeah, right. And, it takes up so much space and everything, we might as well just get that tacky trunk out of the apartment as soon as possible.
Well, look, in that case, why don't we just unpack the trunk right now?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we've all come to help, right?
Sure. Come on.
Yeah, we'll get your stuff put away in no time.
Turn around here. It's on this side here. Go on.
Okay. All right,
It's locked.
Where's the key, Ruby?
The key?
For the trunk.
Oh, you know, I totally forgot. I left it at the coop. But you guys didn't come here to, unpack our stuff or anything. Why don't you party? I mean, we're supposed to party. Why don't you go get those bottles over there? Maybe we can set them up on here and make a bar.
All right. Sounds like a good idea to me.
No, Lurleen, we were getting very concerned about you. We thought you'd be home a lot earlier than this.
Oh, well, we had to drive around.
Drive around?
Oh, we were looking for things for the new apartment.
I can't imagine what else you would need here.
Well, we just wanted some little things, to add our personal touch.
Well, where are they? What? The things you bought.
On order, aren't they, honey?
Oh, yeah, that's right, Ruby.
Lurleen, I am really sorry, but I'm going to have to leave. You just got here. I know, but I promised Ryan that I'd meet him.
Oh, I'm really sorry we got home so late. Miss Kate, you don't have to go too, do you?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Okay.
Goodbye, so long. Bye-bye. Meet you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jenny.
Bye-bye.
This was all your idea, wasn't it?
It was a combined effort.
Oh, thank you, Jenny. I appreciate it. I really do.
Well, that's what friends are for, honey.
Oh, you're such good friends.
Listen, I got you a little gift for your new apartment. I hope you like it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good time now. See you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Jenny, the party's still going on?
Oh, it certainly is. It just started.
Honey, I'm sorry I'm late.
I was getting worried about you. What took you so long?
Well, I got carried away designing, I'm sorry. I didn't know where the time went.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'll get something to drink.
Oh, thanks.
Did you talk to Vicky today?
No, I haven't. Why?
Well, I invited her to come. She said she'd try if she could.
Well, you know how things work at the station. Something is always popping up, but it's still early. She'll get here.
Evening, ma'am. Would you like to order something?
Yes, I'd like a vodka and, make that a club soda, please, with a twist.
Coming right up.
Billy, how about a club soda?
Sure thing, Mr. Weston.
Where are they all? All down today.
Thank you, Billy. Evening. Mind if I sit down?
No, please join me. That is, if your boss doesn't mind.
Oh, I don't think you'll mind much.
Thank you.
I am the boss. Hunt Weston's the name.
Vicki Bellman. You seem very young to own a place like this.
Well, most owners don't play their own piano either.
That's true.
I can play anything I wish and nobody will fire me.
You have the best of both worlds,
I like it. I have the freedom I want, not having to work for other people. Took me a long time to get my own place, but I finally did it. And this is it. Of course, we are supposed to have more people in here. We just opened last week, but we're not exactly pulling them in.
Oh, give yourself time.
What brings you here? Did you hear about us from someone?
No, I just happened by.
How do you like the place?
It's very nice. I like it. Has a nice, easy atmosphere. You just have to give it a chance to catch on.
You know, I'm glad to hear that from an unbiased source.
Are you worried about making a go of it?
I was last week, but then I got to thinking it over. You know, either people will come or they won't. I'll just give it my best shot. No matter what happens, I'm having a great time.
Well, that's the important thing, to enjoy what you're doing.
That's right. You can't let anything get you down. Doesn't do any good to waste your life. And I like my life. You know, Vicky, you strike me as being one classy lady. And classy or not, I like you. I hope you'll stick around and come by often. Drinks are on the house.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I'd better get back to my piano. I'll see you later.
So when you were in Venezuela, did you spend much time in Maracaibo or Caracas?
Well, I spent time in both places.
Did you prefer Maracaibo? I did.
You mean you've been there?
Sure. Remember, we stayed in this little tiny village in the foothills of the Andes in a cottage with a tin roof. Boy, what a racket when it rained.
Uh-huh. Boy, it kept me up, most of the first few nights I was there.
Yeah, you get used to it.
You have to.
And in the Guyana highlands, you run out of breath so fast. It's amazing how thin the air is at 8,000 feet.
Yeah, it seems to jolt everybody the first time. But you get used to it. Hey, tell me, did you see the cowboys down there, the Llameros?
Sure did. Boy, they could certainly give our cowboys some pointers.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean?
How to romance a girl?
Aha. Well, I've heard that about them.
Well, whatever you've heard, I'm sure is true.
I guess I'm gonna have to take your word for it.
You'll have to, won't you?
I will. You know, it sure is a lot of fun talking about places I've been to.
Hello, Jenny. We were just discussing our world travels.
Oh.
Yeah, did you know Allison's been to Morocco, Venezuela, probably 100 other places?
That's nice.
Well, I guess I'll leave you two alone. Thanks for the wine.
Well, thank you, Allison. See you now.
Night.
You know, honey, if I knew that your party was going to be lasting this long, I would have tried to make it over there. I finished having drinks with that client just a few minutes ago, right before Allison arrived.
Oh, well, I would have been here sooner, except Lurleen and Ruby were late. That's a chance to take when you have a surprise party. But it seems as if you had charming company while you were waiting.
Allison's pretty interesting. A world traveler.
Wish I could travel with you more.
Right now, it's important that, well, you take care of Steve. Steve stays at home with you, right? Let's go have some dinner.
Honey, if it's okay with you, I'd like to go to the ranch and have dinner there. Steve's been alone a long time, and it's getting late.
Sure, sounds good to me. Let's go. Here, I'll take this.
It's been such a long time since I've been alone with you. An eternity.
Now it's only been a couple of days since we took our weekend at the cabin.
An eternity. When one day goes by without seeing you, it's too long.
Well, you're making up for lost time, aren't you?
I'm loving every minute of it. I want to spend every night with you. But the oil business just won't let me.
You've been working long hours lately.
Well, it's to be expected with the new company. And Marshall Oil is no exception. And recently, things have been a little bit more difficult than usual.
What's Justin done now?
Without even saying anything, you know, right?
I know my brother pretty well. What's up, kid?
Well, he's toying with the idea of getting back into racing. And at the same time, introducing a new line of gasoline additives.
Really?
Yeah. Both are pretty expensive little babies to get started up. It's going to drain all of our cash, something that Justin just doesn't have.
Ashley does.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to her about that, too.
And?
You know, when I talked to her about her investments, she just didn't want to listen. Said she wanted to handle it all herself. She could get a lot of mileage out of those investments if she diversified.
Mm. Well, it's her money, right?
Yeah, I sensed something deeper, though. I just couldn't pin her down. And Justin going into this racing thing full bore, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
As always.
Yeah. As always. Hey. What a wrecked mood that I'm sitting here. I didn't come here to discuss business.
Well, that certainly got us back on the track, didn't it? Maybe we should order dinner now.
Might be a good idea. Because if we don't do it now, we just might not get around to it.
You're right. I'll go call room service, okay?
So I agree with you on that score, sport. I'm as hungry as I could eat a horse.
Ashley.
What?
How you said Allison was working late?
She does have to.
And why is she here?
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Allison?
Ashley, hi. But you said you were having dinner at Spindletop.
Uh-huh, and I thought that you had to work late.
Oh, I did. I just came here to sort of unwind before going back to the hotel.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Come on, you two. We got our table here.
Yeah, we're starving.
Allison, I don't think that this is the place for you to come alone.
Well, if it's any of your business, Ashley, I didn't come here alone. Ryan Connor asked me here for a drink. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm pretty hungry myself.
Perfect. Hey, Ruby, how about if I show everybody on a tour of the apartment? Is that all right?
Sure, honey. Why not?
Okay. Well, would everybody like to take a tour of the apartment?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see the bathroom.
Okay, come on.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
We can't go through.
That first.
Ruby, you know that Lurleen is a friend of mine.
She's a friend of mine, too.
Oh, really? I didn't think you were capable of having friends.
What?
You heard what I said. And I'm going to tell you something, Ruby. I don't want to see Lurleen hurt or used in any way. Do you understand me?
I understand you, Reena. Better than you know.
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas.
My new...
And now, the next part of Texas.
Just exactly what are you up to, Ruby?
I'm not up to anything. I just think you better watch your step. And leave me alone.
Tired of walking, you know what I mean? It's a big
I'll make you a little bet. Your production division against mine. If I put you out of business in the next 6 months, we'll meet again. Right here. And you'll go to bed bed with me. Right in this hotel room.
What if I win?
I'll sell out Marshall Oil and leave Texas.
You're a liar.
No. I'm just sure of myself. Do we have a bet?
You've got a bet. Now get out of here.
What a view. And what a view. I know. What a view. Don't mess with me, Reena Decker.
I like the bathroom sound.
Well, looks like I better get going, folks. I thought I had tonight off, but it turns out I got a fill in at the top of the World Club. So I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Kate. Bye, everybody. So long, Billy Joe.
All right.
Bye, Nita.
Hi.
Lurleen, you sure have a nice apartment. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah. Oh, and also, if you need any more help with that trunk over there, you just give me a call now, okay?
Okay. How you doing?
Hi.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Ruby. Thanks for the party.
Bye, Ricky. Thanks for stopping by. Ricky, wait up.
I'm glad you could make it. It turned out really nice, didn't it?
Yeah, were they surprised? Did you see the looks on their faces? Thought they were going to keel over on the doorway. So how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
You still concerned about Miles?
Yeah. But there's not much I can do about it.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about him. I think he can handle himself. He'll be all right.
I hope so.
I'm really glad I got to see you tonight. I've been so busy lately. I only wish I could spend a little more time with you. Well, goodbye.
Bye. Well, now.
I guess I waited long enough to do that, huh? Well, goodbye.
Why would you and Ryan Connor have drinks together?
We both work for World Oil, remember?
I remember.
What's so unusual about Ryan asking me out for a little friendly drink?
You're 18 years old.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, 18-year-olds shouldn't be going out with people to have friendly drinks, especially a married man. What's so funny?
Well, Ryan Connor's so straight-laced, his reasons could only be honorable.
I'm 18 now, Ashley. I can come here or go anywhere.
You're right, Alice.
18 or not, I just don't like it.
Well, it's just too bad, Ashley, because there's not a whole lot you can do about it now, is there?
On the Doctors, Billy tries to buy the Telltale Diary.
I told you, I don't have anything to sell you.
You do anything for money. In fact, you've done almost everything anybody could do.
Well, maybe I've changed.
But as Natalie starts a new life with Luke,
You're happy, aren't you?
Yeah.
it could all come to an end because of Billy's desperation this week on the Doctors.
glad you hung around.
Well, I wasn't in a hurry to go anywhere, and I'm enjoying myself.
You got any ideas on how to increase the popularity of this place?
Oh, I wouldn't change a thing. Not a thing. Your music is wonderful, and the atmosphere is very warm and comfortable. I've been watching the people, and they like it. It's just going to take a little time.
Okay. I'll trust your judgment. Everything stays the same. You know, it must be working, because you seem pretty relaxed here. I'm glad of that. Bring another drink for the lady, will you, Mike?
Club soda.
Make that too, will you? Vicky, I hope I don't offend you by saying this, but you don't strike me as the type of woman that would come into a bar alone.
No.
No, ma'am. For one thing, most women alone in a bar wouldn't order club soda.
When I walked through that door this evening, I hadn't planned on having club soda.
I didn't think so.
But drinking doesn't solve a thing. And I can have a good time without it, especially here.
Ashley, look who that is over there.
Who is that?
It's old Charlie Johnson. One of the biggest oil men in West Texas. One of the last of the real wildcatters.
Heard of him?
Yeah. I think that's his wife he's with. I think we should go over and say hello.
I really don't want to do that.
He may be some help to Marshall Oil someday. I'm going to go over and pay my respects. How's it going to look if my wife isn't there with me?
You're right. Okay, business before pleasure.
You guys stay right here. We're just going to say hello to these folks, and then we'll be leaving.
Do you know why Ashley is so upset tonight? Why?
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Gregory?
I promised Ashley I wouldn't.
We're supposed to stick together, remember that?
But
Gregory, we made a promise. No secrets, remember?
well, it was just someone that I saw at the country club before we came here.
Someone you saw? Made her nervous? Well, who was it?
Mr. Hannibal.
Mr. Hannibal? You mean Aunt Hildy's old friend? He's here in Houston?
Yeah. And when I told Ashley, she became really upset. She told me not to tell Marshall about it. And then she told Marshall that she didn't want to eat there. That's why we're here.
Why is Ashley upset that Mr. Hannibal is here? Come on, finish talking.
Wait a minute. You've got to promise me something, Allison.
What?
That you won't tell anyone that I told you about Mr. Hannibal.
Well, it's the deal. I won't. Come on. Let's go.
I'm afraid we're going to have to go.
Oh, Miss Kate, do you have to?
Oh, yes. I think we've warmed the place enough now. Besides, you're looking as if you need some rest.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do. Thank you so much for the party. I really didn't expect any of this.
Well, you better start expecting it. Remember, honey, if you have any problems at all, you just give me a call, okay?
Thanks, Reena.
And remember, if you ever need it, there's a place for you at Marshall Ranch.
Thank you, Miss Kate.
Well, I think we'd better go before we all start crying. Goodbye.
Bye, Brett.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thought they would never. You still here? I thought maybe you might need some help cleaning up.
Oh, well, thanks, but I think we can manage.
Now, you sure I can't help you unload your trunk?
I wouldn't dream of asking you to do that. Besides, I lost the key, remember? So we're just going to have to wait it out till morning. Lurleen and I are much too tired to really do anything now anyway, aren't we, honey?
That's right, Ruby.
So there's really nothing. But it was a real kind thought on your part.
Oh, well, don't think twice about it. And I was so glad to come to your party and surprise you and meet all your wonderful friends. Something tells me we're going to be real close.
Aren't we lucky?
Yep, real close. Now, see y'all later.
How you doing?
Just fine. Oh, your music is wonderful. And the food. Oh. I know you're going to be a huge success.
Well, I will be as long as I can get you around once in a while to brighten the place up.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've been able to get out and just relax. I really needed this.
Good. Would you like another club soda?
No, thank you. I noticed that you drink club soda, too. Is that because you play the piano?
No, I used to have a real problem handling liquor, so now I don't drink at all.
I know the feeling.
Feels real good. Being able to do without it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You know, I just love the way you play the piano. You play all those wonderful old songs.
Well, I guess I'm just a born romantic. I like those songs, and they like me.
You do them very well.
Thanks. You know music, don't you?
Yes. Well, as a matter of fact, I used to sing, way back when. I even thought I'd try to go professional at one time.
What stopped you?
Oh, the usual. I got married, went into business, and then one thing after another, and then, well, the idea of singing just got pushed further away.
I bet you were a pretty good singer, too.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
How about a demonstration?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Why not?
Oh, well, maybe some other time.
You're on.
What?
The next time you come in here, I'm going to hold you to it.
Oh, I couldn't sing in here.
Of course you could. People get up and sing with me all the time when I'm playing.
Well, I'd have to practice in the shower first.
You do that. I mean it.
Yes, I know you do.
So, we got a deal.
We'll see. You know, I really have got to be going. It's getting late.
Vicki, I'm glad you came in here tonight. And I'm real glad that I met you.
I'm glad to have met you, too.
Now, you promise me you'll come back real soon?
I promise.
I can't believe this. A surprise party given by some of my best friends. Oh, that Reena Decker. I would like to wring her neck. How dare she come in and threaten me in my own apartment? Ruby? And Brett Wheeler, Miss Moneybags herself, sinking her claws into Ricky. She's another I could just... Ruby! Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I know these people are your friends, but sometimes they just really get to me. And we've got to watch out for that neighbor. That nosy neighbor is going to be nothing but trouble. I just know it.
Ruby,
What's wrong?
you know who is still in the trunk.
Oh, my gosh, I almost forgot.
Well, I didn't forget. What are we going to do with him?
Well, what can we do tonight? We're both so tired. I think we should just wait till tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
No, honey, but I promise we'll do it tomorrow. I promise. I'm getting real sick of driving Bo around town.
But he's in our living room.
Would you rather have him in the kitchen?
Ruby.
Well, he's got to go somewhere, Lurleen, and this is the best place I can think of right now.
I guess you're right. As usual.
Good. Now, I think we should both go to bed, get some sleep. And don't worry about Bo, Lurleen. He's not going anywhere.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
What is it?
What?
Ashley, something's been bothering you all evening.
Nothing's bothering me.
I know you, Ashley. Something's been bothering you ever since we left the restaurant. Do you want to talk to me about it?
There's nothing to talk about. It's just been a rough day.
I think I know a way to make it just a little less rough.
You do?
Yes, I do. Yes, ma'am, I do. There you go again. A million miles away.
I am not. Hey, what do I have to do to prove it? Okay. You asked for it.
I was wrong. What? The champagne didn't make the meal memorable.
No?
You being here did.
Oh, DJ. Oh, it has been a wonderful evening, hasn't it? What are you doing?
For luck.
Luck? Why?
Well, you do realize, don't you, that this is pretty much the first time we've been together where nothing has happened? No elevators stuck between floors, no running out of gas on deserted country roads. I ain't taking no chances.
You are an eternal pessimist, you know.
Me? No, not true. Not true at all. I'm just playing it safe, that's all. I don't want anything to happen to this evening.
Baby. That's because she wears gloves. Right, Sunshine?
Your baby's comfort begins with love.
This part of Texas was brought to you by Oxidol. Oxidol bleaches as it washes. For white so white, they'll actually compare to new. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
The lake is mostly ice-covered. Checking out the weather stats for Detroit for the last weekend of January. Friday, the 29th, the high temperature was 32, the low was 12, resulting in a mean of 22. This was 3 degrees below normal. We had 43-degree days and a trace of precipitation.
us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another Word.